Christ. Publish now. X out of that because bad. Hattie. Good to see people rolling in. Oops, I gotta go shut that alarm. Sorry. Alright. Alright, I'm back. For Rizzo. I'm quiet. Fuck. Let's see. What can I do here? Properties. Advanced audio properties. Oh goodness. Hello, Scryer. Alright. Yes. Increase mic volume. Let's see. Is it good now? Is it good now? I think I was just a little bit quiet. So I'll just proceed to talk at a normal volume and hope that'll be okay. I have allergies. So forgive me. Oh shit. No. I accidentally closed out of. I accidentally almost closed out of OBS. That would have been disastrous. Everything would have just exploded. Alrighty. Just getting in. Groove. Today we got 2 character designs. We got Scryer's Rager Deer and Errol's Trickster Merfolk. That's what we'll be doing today. That was a disaster. Alright, let's get cracking. Let's see, I think I'm going to start with the Raider Deer because that's kind of more firmed up in my mind. Got more of an idea what we're doing there. Cha. Cha. I think she's maybe like 6 heads tall. Circles are too big. Need responsibly sized circles. Trim this down. Alrighty. Good enough. Go. Lay down a body. Yikes. Let's see. Just thinking of better proportion. Yeah. Then legs kind of go like this. Then this. I was a bit awkward trying to do it from the front. We got the portions of the face, I think closer to round. So something like that. Waist up a little. Deer had arms. What would they look? Get the shoulders going. Yeah, I'm a little. Ended up being way busier this month than I expected to be because I was supposed to. Because what I wanted to do was. What I wanted to do was work on the weight levels while I was running the poll, and while I had prepared for my day job, we were really going in the crunch mode, and then things ended up being like even more worse than I expected them to be. So that's why it didn't happen. So sorry about that, but sometimes that's just the way it works. So there's a lot of like Allura inspiration here, obviously. And it's always really funny. Copy image. Because this is what Allura looks like in the remake, and I never played the original Spyro. I played the remake because I thought it looked really good. Now that I'm like an adult person, I can have a PlayStation and a Nintendo console at the same time. So, as a child, I only had a N64 and I didn't have a PlayStation. But then when I went back and like looked at what the original game looked like, and it was just like, oh man, that's really janky. It was really funny after playing the remake, going back and seeing what the original PlayStation 1 graphics looked like. It's just like, wow, it was rough. Right. Yeah, whenever I start the sketch, I'm always like never sure where to start. That's always like the hardest part. Yeah, it's little tufts here. Yeah, well, like that was like PlayStation One was like some of the first 3D graphics. So I don't blame them too much. Oh yeah, definitely. There was all kinds of really weird looking ones. Uh, it's always really funny, like going back and seeing like old video games before people figured out um, like best practices and methodologies and stuff. So like early like N64 and PlayStation 1 games were all like, oh, how the fuck do we make low poly stuff look good? You know, there's definitely an art to it, and that art had to be figured out. Let's see. Their whole armor situation like. Yeah, it's always funny going back and playing like really old video games because like even like before like game design was a thing and people like understood like what kind of concepts were fun. Like a lot of games were just throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. Oh, we want to see the mid drift a little. Let's pull this up here. Exactly. So much of gotta wonder how many of those early games were just like did like early good games like Tetris or whatever were just kind of like happy accidents. Let's see, kind of got just random fur here. This is messy. Yeah. Okay. Just check all my other references. I think that fur is a bit excessive. We can get rid of it if you want. I'm totally okay with that. Just let me know what you want. What's going on with your face zone? That out a little. Point that out. Let's see here. I think I made those. I feel like she has big eyes, but I think I made those eyes a bit too big. We can just lose it. I don't think it's strictly necessary. I think I made the mouth too big also. Nothing to apologize for. We're all figuring stuff out. The nose is too high up too. There we go. Give her some big old fucking deer ears. Let's see. Mess it up a little. Just for fun. Let's see. Put something here. I was like, oh, she looks fun. She looks spunky. Some detail there. Let's see. She needs like little spots, little deer spots, I think. It was kind of fun putting these on the face so they kind of like look like freckles. You can make her a little feistier. You can play with the eyebrows some. She looks like she'd get up to some mischief. Let's see. Let's see. Weapon. I thought spear would be good. I feel like spear makes a lot of sense. Let's see. Let's look at pictures of spears. Yep, there's just too many good options. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, if you gotta work, you gotta work. There's no getting around that sometimes. Alright, I don't think your spear has to be overtly fancy. Yeah. Oh, it was good hearing from you. I hope work isn't too onerous. Yeah. I think she's pretty great. Let's see. Is there anything else we want to add to her? Is there anything? Is there anything to add or anything to take away? Yeah, I guess security might be a little important. So make sure nothing dangerous happens. This ear, I think, makes a little. It's got to be just pointy enough. Weird round point here. Oh, we can fuss at that later when we're doing the inks. I think she's pretty good. I think maybe if we add anything, it would just be like detailing, like right here. This straight line. I think she's good. You know, sometimes you get it in one shot. I like to change the angle. This arm, so it's a bit more. I like to change the angle here so it's more like symmetrical. There we go. It's not exactly symmetrical, but it's good enough. I was listening to the Wii Shop music all day while working yesterday, so uh, forgive me if that sneaks in. It's good Friday afternoon music when your brain is empty. Did I say yesterday? Jesus Christ! I was listening to it on Friday. So little peek into how my Saturday went. And by very quickly. Possible I made the shoulders just a little too pronounced. Just just think they're neat. Thinking the trouble with thinking is when you look at your sketch, you always like see the most ideal version of all the lines. Then when you're inking, you have to actually have to make that real, which can be a tricky process. Actually, how do we want to? I don't think there's any reason to get too fancy with it. Go. Cha 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 cha. That be a little pointier, thicker. It's good. Hell, my phone's beeping and booping at me. I hope it's nothing important, because I'm not picking up that dang thing right now. Bones was a mistake. Let's see. Now let's just simplify it to a triangle. Care more about interesting shapes than strictly accurate anatomy. Let's see. Love simplifying the arms like that. Just a little straight cylinder and then this little curve here. What more do you need? Work stuff should be slowing down for me this week. There's like a thing that happens on Monday, and if that thing happens on Monday goes smoothly, um, then I'm just back to regular crunch time. So here's hoping it goes smoothly. It was supposed to happen on Thursday, but then it didn't. So a little miffed about that. I was looking forward to Friday at least being somewhat normal workday, but that did not happen. Let's see. I should really come to these things with more things to talk about. Mostly just been working all day and all night. Should extend these lines. The only remotely exciting thing that I managed to do lately is finished watching. Finally had the opportunity to finish watching. Okay, I'm glad people aren't bored out of these calls. But yeah, I finally had the opportunity to finish watching the last couple episodes of Star Trek Discovery. Personally, I really liked season 3. I thought season 3 was really good. There's some individual things. Like, I kind of wish the Emerald Chain stuck around. I thought they were an interesting villain group. But apparently, like, they just kind of collapsed as soon as, like, Osira was dead. But it's like, I don't know. I thought they were an interesting, like, antagonistic faction to Starfleet. Uh, I could easily descend into just talking about Star Trek, so I will, because I can say I can just extemporize an entire like 120-minute long presentation just about Star Trek. But yeah, for the most part, I thought season 3 was good. Kind of weird how much like Emperor Giorgio there was, because I was never like, I don't know, like when they joined when Giorgio joined the crew, I was like, oh cool, so we kind of have like this maybe we can like rehabilitate this Terran character because all the Terrans are evil or whatever. And then it just kind of didn't happen. We didn't really like make her substantially better in any way. She kind of just showed up to be mean to everybody. And yeah, she had a lot of like great lines or whatever, but it still felt weird that like everyone was kind of cool with like this like genocidal space Nazi just hanging around with everybody. It was kind of weird that like they would try to be that they would stay friends with her even when she was like, I'm not gonna change whatsoever. So that was kind of weird. I guess spoilers for every season of Star Trek Discovery. By the way, sorry, I didn't forgot. I just kind of lapsed into that. She's a little slanty, a little slanted. I wonder if I can just kind of skew her a little so she's more even. There we go. I like that. I haven't seen Picard yet. I've heard Picard is kind of hit or miss in terms of individual episodes, but I'm gonna watch it anyway. And then I saw the first episode of Lower Decks, and I thought it was actually kind of interesting. So I'm excited to watch more Lower Decks when I get the time. Deep Space Nine was really good. I would say Deep Space Nine is probably like okay, Next Generation is my favorite, but Deep Space Nine is the one I always recommend to people. Yeah, I also heard like that I've heard that Picard is like really like overloaded with nostalgia and stuff because it's just like, oh, look at all of our favorite characters from Next Generation and other iterations, and it's just like that doesn't do anything for me, you know. If they're here and they're doing cool and interesting stuff, but if it's just then that's cool. But if it's just a big nostalgia tour, then I don't really care. Like, if I wanted to feel nostalgic for Next Generation, I just rewatched the Next Generation for like the 1200th time. But yeah, Deep Space Nine was really good. That's kind of gross. Yeah, I don't need like gore, whatever, especially in Star Trek. I just need when it comes to Star Trek, I just need people in their weird fucking pajama uniforms, uh, striding about the bridge, talking about like honor and duty and science and dignity and philosophy and stuff. All right, time to move on to colors. Yeah, that was with the first season of Discovery. Really didn't land for me because it felt really grim, especially because it's like it all takes place like during the war with uh the Klingons. Yeah, like like Picard's just like the crystallization of what I like, where he's just in his like bright red uniform, uh, acting his fucking ass off and talking about dignity and truth and uh good shit like that. That sucks. That sucks a bunch. It needs to be redder and brighter. I'm still gonna watch it though because I have to. That's my extremely specific curse is I have to watch everything related to Star Trek. That seems pretty good. Brighter, lighter. Nothing will deter me from my grim task of watching all Star Trek. Yeah, she's really come together. Yeah, I just like Star Trek because it's like it's nice to pretend that one day like human society will completely like unfuck itself. Uh, you know, it's nice to see something that's not ashamed to be just disgustingly excessively hopeful about the future. You know, Star Trek's always great when it's all goofy and sincere and uh, all that good shit. It's just like almost painfully earnest. I hate it whenever like Section 31 comes up. I don't know why Star Trek Discovery feels like it has to bring up Section 31 all the time, but I hate it. Not into it at all. Let's see, that's gotta be darker. So it reads better. Maybe just a little bit darker. And we can use that here. So, for the news. Let's see. My I need to break out of this habit because my habit is always I'm going to use the like hair color for the eye color. I need to break out of that habit and start branching out. into other colors. Oh, that sucks ass. It sucks so much. Like, Picard could have been so good. Why is it so grim dark? Oh, you know what we need? Get rid of that. Need to draw on a little tongue here. So the mouth doesn't look like just a hideous void. Oh, she's great. Real winner here. Premium. A plus. Oh yeah, green eyes. Green eyes with red hair is always kind of it's a classic combination because red and green just look so good together. You try that out. See, really pops. It's probably good to pick something that really pops for the eyes. Look at that. I think she's pretty great. I don't know if anybody else has got any other notes. Let me know in the chat if anybody feels like something's off or needs to be corrected. Alright. If I could just get Scryer's final approval, that would be. Just want to make sure that Scryer's good with it. Where'd Scryer go? Is he still with us? Alright. Well, while we're waiting on his opinion, we can move on to our next item. I think this next character is also kind of small because she's like a merfolk themed, not a merfolk themed pufferfish, a pufferfish themed merfolk. That's what she is. And so I think in order to play up like the pufferfish angle, I think it would be great if she like starts smallish and then gets like huge. I think that difference is gonna be really fun. So circles. The fuck is a circle? The eternal mystery of the circle. Yeah. Might even make her like 5 heads tall for feeling like sassy. Yeah, let's start at 5 heads tall and then see if that works. Let's see. And she's gonna start out like already kind of chunky. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry, I forgot you were having internet troubles. Yeah, if there's anything you'd like to change about the font, let me know, and we can do that here in the stream. You know what? I think I used to hate it when fat artists did this when they would like they would make a character like taller as they got bigger, um because that's not how getting fat works, but it like helps with keeping the proportions. um I think she gets taller as she gets bigger. I think she increases in all dimensions. That's my kind of read on. Oh, I forgot to draw the palm. I just connected the fingers to the arm in a horrifying abomination. Let's see. Let's see. Fuck her feet. Gotta figure out this feet situation. Actually, yeah, that doesn't work because if the feet turn that way, then the back half of the calf needs to oppose them. So fix this. I don't like having the calves touch when we're doing the design. Yeah, so since she's a pufferfish, I think yeah, I think it works. I think it works with the scenario that we've described. Plus, I was thinking about it, uh, and it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough coming up with different weight gain schemes for all the characters. I feel like I'm already running out to a degree. So I think we can lower this a little. Yeah, come on. I'm just gonna keep scribbling at the page and hope that I eventually arrive at something good. Anyway, yeah, it's gonna be coming up with unique weight gain schemes for all the remaining characters is gonna be interesting. I feel like I'm already running out. So we're gonna have to start branching into some like really weird, unrealistic stuff. I like it. It's got an interesting shape. Oh, she's like a pufferfish merfolk. Do pufferfish have big tails? I guess she'd have like a little tail. I don't think it'd be visible, from Fronton's perspective. Yeah. Like, let's just get really weird with it. see. I kind of want to give her that very, very round, cartoony face. I want to be able to see that just a little bit. Let's see. Actually, I think these shorts are more form-fitting than this. I feel like we get the impression that her clothes are already kind of small on her. I got big hands. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Never knew much of a fantasy adventure, I realize. She kind of just looks like she's sitting on her couch. Jesus. Gotta have some nice belly. Yeah. Drawing it from straight on is always tough, but I think we did good here. Let's see. I don't even know if she wears shoes, but I'm not gonna bother drawing the feet in a detailed fashion. Because like the feet very rarely show up anyway. Plus, we all know what feet look like. They got toes and stuff, a heel, skin, all the classics. Yeah, I was like mixing contemporary looks and fantasy looks is always really interesting. Let's see. Rounder than that. I always like it when like people doing merfolk. Oh yeah, she probably has like web toes. Maybe we can do something. Maybe we can kind of extrapolate something from the fins of fins of a pufferfish. You know, she's built for swimming. She got something like this. Good enough for me. I like when people drawing merfolk do the thing where like they make the fins, the frills, the hair. I don't know if I can do that, but I'll give it a shot. It seems tricky. It's like it would be difficult to do. I don't know. I think it's working out for the most part. Let's see. I think we should need some small ears. Maybe make this a little bit bigger, so it maybe. I think it's up to Scryer. I mean not Scryer, but Errol, because it's his design. If he wants actual hair, if we want actual hair, we have to remove some of this. So it's up to Errol if we want to do actual hair. I think. She kind of just looks bald now. Yeah, I feel like it could go either way. Let me know what you think, Errol. All right. Yeah, maybe just something really short on the front. Let's see, I think we'll lose these. So keep. Yeah, hold on. Maybe I'll keep this top fin. Hopefully this isn't too messy. Yeah, I think this does good. Probably hidden by the hair. I like that. I think that was a good decision. Just round this out. Make this all line up neatly. Yeah, that was a good call. Let's see. Is there anything else we can add to her? Let me double check the prompt. Let's see. Expression, gaining, other details. Yeah, the side fins really function as ears. Need to bring this out to keep it even. But other than that, okay, I can do that. Bring up, bring in the feet fins. Let's see. Oh, too much. There we go. Wait. There we go. There we go. I think she's pretty great. Really like this pear shape action we got going on here. Oh yeah, that'd be good. Let's see. Fish scales are always kind of like layered like this. Let's see some of the neck. Nice. All right. Anything else we think? Anything else we can add? Probably put some scale on our hands. Alrighty, let's get to finishing her up then. I feel like she becomes spiky like as she gains weight though. I kind of feel like that's something that should happen. Like she's all smooth when she starts out and then she gets increasingly spiky. That's kind of how I want to go about doing it. Oh, that's the wrong layer. Yeah, I think that's the best way to go about doing it. I think it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I think this character like changes like a lot as she gets bigger. I think that's kind of her thing. She just changes a whole bunch. Yeah, she's deceptive. This is kind of a big. I mean, this is an important line. Gotta make sure you get it right. this in one. Yeah, you know, future, future Bewildered Angel can take care of it. I hate that guy. Gotta make as much work as possible for him. Always glad for non-human designs. I think they're always interesting. Why not? Why not just get weird with it? Alrighty. In terms of updates, it should be a fairly normal update schedule for the next couple of weeks, provided everything goes correctly. Gonna be doing probably the weight levels for the engineer and the ranger next 2 weeks, and the level set, and then what's this update? I think this update's gonna be, and then after that, after the level set, I think it's gonna be it's on the schedule. I think it's the combat animations. Too thick. Yeah. Yeah, Errol's definitely has very successful designs. Um, I think all of them except for two are Errol's. Yeah. The vote's always interesting. The vote always goes an interesting way. I'd like to be able to add all the characters in the game as full-fledged playable characters, but you know, that's not gonna work unless somebody wants to give me like $1 million or whatever. So get cracking on that. Let's see the two designs that aren't Errol are the illusionist is Scryer's, and the psychic is Cynical Size. Uh, I don't even know if Cynical Sky even like still backs the game or even follows it. Uh, oh yeah, I designed the original 4. Forgot about that. Yeah, I'm not sure if Cynical Size still backs the game or follows it at all because they provided I think like 2 or 3 designs very early on. Um, and That was it. They're also the reason the there's three designs because they're the reason the psychic, the alchemist, and the dancer classes all exist because they came up with designs that were outside of the original class list. That's why they took so long to put in the game. I hope they don't feel cheated at all. I try my best, but I can only get so much done in a week. You know? Maybe there's some kind of alternate universe where I can work on Eat the Dungeon full time, and it would have been done like 6 months ago. Right. Oh, need the little chin shadow. I might, I don't know. I hate changing the schedule like last minute, but I might change the schedule away from the combat animations to. There's kind of two things I want to do because I kind of want to do like not a complete gameplay overhaul, but like a gameplay like retune. Um, just improving things. Maybe we need more yellow there. If we need to get more yellow, brighter. Um, I've also been thinking a lot lately about what I'd like to do for male characters because I'd like to have like I don't know one or two male characters in the game. I think that would be cool. I think that would be nice to add for people who like that. Um, but of course, since all the character designs go through the patrons, then it's kind of up to them who gets added. Um, so I was kind of thinking maybe I design like my own set of like male characters to add independent of the normal character like addition schedule. So like a future update would have both a male character and a female character added. I think that would be I think that'd be a fair way to go about doing it. See. Yellow and blue is just a nice color combination. It goes together pretty well. If I were to do an update that included a male character, I think it would like kind of replace the feature section of that updates cycle because like every update is basically like new character, level set, two new weight sets, and then a feature. That's how I try to organize things. Yeah, well, Warrior's got kind of like a reddish yellow, so if we keep going with a kind of almost sickly tint, that's good. Actually, I want to change these to yellow because they match, so they match your skin tone. I haven't checked the chat in a while. Sorry. I just started going off on my own tangent. There's a new Dota 2 hero. Dawnbreaker. Let's check her out. Dawnbreaker is Dota 2's nearest hero. PC game. Oh yeah, she got some thighs on her. Let's see. Image new tab. She's got big meaty thighs. It's nice. Yeah, it does feel like people are better about branching into different body types these days, especially for female characters, which is good. Always fucking puts me to sleep whenever all the women look the same. Let's see. Kind of want to give her red eyes. Oh, I need to make these kind of. Whoa, that's the wrong color. Make this a little bigger so it's the same size. Just a little bit. Pop. Gotta have the butt. This poor creature. I feel bad for her. But I like her. She's cute. Oh yeah, that'd be a fun dynamic. Alrighty. Oh, that was pretty quick. I've really got these down to a science. So I usually plan for these to be 2 hours, but I don't have like 2 hours worth of content to make. If anybody wants longer streams, you should pay me $50 and give me a character design. So that's on you guys. I'm kidding. If you've got $50 to spare, I'd appreciate it. But you gotta look out for yourself first, of course. I don't want anybody. I'm not gonna drive anybody to destitution just so I can draw more fat girls. But yeah, here we go. Two really good ones. I'm really excited for these. Oh yeah, they do kind of look like tears. I don't know. I think it kind of sells it though. It sells the whole vibe we're putting on her. Just she's kind of like nervous and timid and stuff. Yeah, it's really great. I already went over the schedule. Next week will be the psychic, a cynical size sleepy design. And then after that will probably be the weight levels, and then after that will be the regular levels. Then just keep making stuff. The deer is a raider, and the pufferfish merfolk is a trickster. So forward to those. I'm surprised how popular the raider class is, because the raiders kind of catch all for like just fast kind of people, I guess. But we got a bunch of good ones in Raider. We got a bunch of good ones in all the classes. It's always a shame that only one of them can be picked. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I've got anything else to cover. Thanks for tuning in. A bunch of people showed up today. 5 concurrent viewers. I'm famous. So, please look forward to next week's updates. That'll also include pushing the background music to the main public build. So, look forward to that. I'll see you all next time, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye-bye. Bye. See you later. Sayonara. Auf Wiedersehen. I did not pronounce that correctly, but no one correct me. I am accepting no criticisms at this time. Yeah, have a great day.